Hey, what's up guys? Chili's here, going back to Tsukihime. Last time we finished off Akiha's route, where both endings for Akiha's route kinda sucked. Not gonna lie. I was just a tad bit disappointed with the endings for Akiha's route. But yeah, no, today we're gonna be starting Hisui's route, which I've heard scary things about. Nothing specific, just that I should be prepared for some awful things. But yeah, anyway, I'm not gonna waste too much time, just chatting, even though my internet's being weird. Why am I dropping frames? Hang on a minute. Let me try to fix this really quick. Hopefully that does something. But yeah, anyway, sorry. Let's start from the beginning. And like the last two routes, CL and Akiha's route, I'm just gonna skip through the prologue. But because there's no point in me seeing this, I know this. So we'll just progress, and that's choice. And yeah. So I've heard Hisui's and or maybe just one of theirs. I don't know. I'm pretty sure someone's told me that both their routes are kind of like the heavens feel, like the very just sad. Even though I guess Akiha's route was just the end was really sad. The rest was kind of okay. But yeah, I was told that Hisui and Kohaku's roots were pretty dang sad. It's fucked. But anyway, he's leaving the house. Yeah. Also, let me get the. Hang on. Guide up, because I don't want to accidentally do the wrong thing. Tsukihime Hisui walkthrough. Alright, day one. Alright, I have to head there right away. I thought so. I'm fairly certain that I'm Curious is literally only for CL. Hey, Natai. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it's weird that this was only. I mean, I guess it makes sense because going to CCL would would make sense that that's only for her route. But I don't know, it's kind of weird that that's there, but it's only for her. Oh, anyway, there's only a few minutes to homeroom. I have to head there right away. Why is my internet being weird? Okay, I arrived in class earlier than usual. I mean, it makes sense though. Like, well, I mean, it makes sense that you'd have to use that for her route, but like, I don't know, the fact that like, I mean, I guess maybe for Hisui, Akiha, and Kohaku, maybe it doesn't matter. But then why would the guide say to use the other one? I don't know. It's weird. I walked to my desk next to the window. I don't think there's anything special Is there anything special I have to do at the school? Like, any specific choices before I... Because I know the one... When you're heading to the mansion, you have to pick the other one and not Akiha, but like... I don't think it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters what you do at the school. I don't know. I'm gonna skip this. Cause like, again, there's just no, it's all, I'm pretty sure I've gone through all of the choices at the school at this point anyway. There's no real point in me sitting through it. Yeah. Other than that, of course, yeah, you're right. Have to should head straight home. But I don't think any of the other choices matter. Well, I think there's only one other choice before that, but ACL. Now that I think about it, I think Ciel's had the most screen time of any character, right? Because like she was the focus of her route. She was pretty prevalent in Arkwood's route. Yeah. And she was around a bit in Akiha. Yeah, I think. Well, actually, it might be Akiha that has more screen time overall. Hard to say. Should go into the hole to think about it. Yeah. Alright, progress next choice. Yeah, the first few minutes is gonna be me skipping through stuff because there's no point in me seeing it again. Yeah, that makes sense. No, I kind of figured there wouldn't be any, or yeah, I assume there's less supernatural like stuff going on because we're not going to be close to Akiha, who's like sort of in the know about that stuff, and like we're not obviously going out at night hunting with Arkwood or Ciel. So yeah, no, I kind of figured that we'd see her less because we'd be less involved in that stuff. Get a hold of myself and head back to the mansion. I don't have anything to do, so I hurry up and leave school. I can skip here too, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because it should be all the same again until we get to the choice after we part ways with Satsuki. Because then we'll have the choice of either think about Akiha or the girl. What's it? How's the other choice phrased? Like the cheerful girl at the mansion, something like that. I don't know, man. Maybe Suki remake part 2. Oh yeah. Final Fantasy VII remake or rebirth, the second part of the remake series of FF7 got announced the other day. I still gotta finish the first one though, but yeah. And I also have to get a PS5. Also, I guess I kind of need a PS5 to play Intergrade because I haven't played. Oh, why am I forgetting her name? I don't remember. Oh wait, Crisis Core is getting a remake? I didn't see that. Wait, really? Crisis Core remake? Final Fantasy VII Crisis Reunion. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh yeah, I didn't even see that. Okay. Right, okay. Yuffie, yeah, that's her name. I haven't played through Yuffie's thing yet because I don't have Intergrade. Because they didn't bring Intergrade to the PS4 version. Only the PS5 version, and now, the PC version, so it's on PC. But, like, I don't want to rebuy the game, but like I kind of have to if I want to play Yuffie's thing. Actually, no. If I get it on PS5, I don't have to rebuy it. I only have to pay $20 for Intergrade, right? I think. But still, man, I'd have to pay $500 for PS5 and then pay $20 for Intergrade. Like, at that point, I'd rather just spend this like $70 to get Intergrade on PC. Like, it's like, whatever. Companies being greedy. Alright, just double check. Yeah, about the cheerful girl. And I should probably save here and not overwrite the save. Because I assume the cheerful girl is for Kohaku's route as well? Maybe not? I don't know. But yeah, about the cheerful girl. Akiha isn't the only person I haven't seen since then. I can't remember all the details because it's been 8 years. But there were other children at the mansion around the same age as me. I don't remember their names, but there were 2 girls who were twins. Father once said that they didn't have any relatives, so he took them to work as servants. Oh, cheerful goes on for Hisui. Okay. Yeah. Because, yeah, I saw that to even unlock Kohaku's, you have to do Hisui's route. So, yeah, I guess something else gets unlocked once we're done with Hisui's. I mean, it's kind of, okay, it's a little bit fucked up that his dad, or his adopted, whatever, I'll just call him his dad for now, only took the girls in to use as servants. Like, oh, you don't have any relatives? Free child labor. Even though I assume he probably paid them. I would hope he paid them. But at the same time, he could have maybe given some BS excuse of, oh, well, I'm feeding you and giving you a place to stay, so I don't need to pay you. But, like, there are living servants who get paid. So, like, if he did that, it'd be kind of fucked up. But, yeah, I don't know. That's weird. We played together so often when we were small, but I can't remember their names. I close my eyes and cast my mind back. That's adorable. I was not expecting to see. I assume child Hisui? No, Hisui's hair is rounded. This is like more straight. This is Kohaku, I think. Maybe? I think it's Kohaku, but I'm not entirely certain. I should be able to remember. Or the theory I had back in what I think I said in Ciel's route, or maybe at the end of Arkwood's route. But I also had that thought of maybe they were the same person, but they were somehow split into 2. But that would be kind of weird. Don't know how that would work. She was a girl who was always so cheerful. So cheerful that you would become cheerful just by looking at her. A girl with a carefree personality who was loved by everyone at the mansion. I could see... you never know. But, I could see Hisui maybe having been the cheerful girl. And then... I mean, it's Hisui's route, so I assume that's who this is. Well, yeah, I don't know why I was saying Kohaku. This is obviously probably Hisui. And I could see her maybe retracting into herself when Shiki left, or when Shiki was sent away. But it's kind of weird to think of her being, happy, or not that her being happy is weird, but you know what I mean. Who's loved by everyone at the mansion. Because she was close to my age, I would get along very well with her, and it seemed like every day we would run around the garden together. Let's play together, Shiki-chan, she would say, and I could remember her taking me out of my room after I secluded myself inside. Okay. She would often laugh and take shy Akia's hand, trying to make her play with us. Okay, so... Okay. Already, I can tell there's gonna be quite a lot different with this route. compared to the first 3. Because, like, a lot of the background you got in the first 3 routes was very similar, with Akiha's route adding just a tiny bit. This is like a whole dynamic change, which is kind of odd, because like they never got mentioned in the backstory for the children in the first 3 routes. So this is very, very interesting that this is getting kind of tacked on now. Jude laughed and took Chiaki's hand, trying to make her play with us. Maybe she was older than the both of us. She would guide me and Akiha to play together, but once we started playing, she would just watch over us. Even Akiha's tutor, the harsh butler, would say, I don't mind as long as is with you guys, and let Akiha out to play as if there was no helping it. Okay. In contrast to that girl was the other one. Okay. So they're not the same person. But it's weird, right? So like I was saying before, how Hisui's hair is more rounded and Kohaku's hair is like straighter. Wait, no, maybe I have that backwards. Wait, do I have that backwards? Hang on. Hisui and Kohaku. Can I get a image with the both of them from the original game, not the remake, please? Hello, where's... Yeah. No, it's okay. I had it backwards. Hisui's hair is straighter. Wait, is it? I can't tell. I don't know. I'm grasping at straws, I guess. Oh. Oh. Well then, that's, huh. Wow. I you know, glad he didn't. But yeah, that's an interesting, factoid. Huh. But no, I was wrong. Hisui actually has the straighter hair. And this hair is actually straighter than the girl from before. So I think this is Hisui. And the one outside is Kohaku. Like, I'm sure that should be obvious just from, like, the expression, like, the eyes. Because, obviously, this is more, like, Hisui's personality. But, like, I didn't want to put any stock into, like, how lively the eyes were. Because I could see maybe something occurring that maybe flip the personality. Like, I could see the girl outside having been Hisui and having been happy with, you know, Shiki around and, you know, playing around with him and Akiha, and this having been Kohaku, who got happier because Hisui started playing with her again because Shiki left. I mean, I'm not even talking about, like, the eye color. I'm just talking, like, the expression being shown, like, through her eyes, right? Like, this is very much a more Hisui look. Like the Hisui we know, like, her eyes were never this dead. But, like, this is closer to Hisui than the other girls were. The other girl was, the eyes looked happier. But yeah, I don't know. So I think this is Hisui and the other girl's Suhaku. But the reason I didn't want to, like, just think about it in that sense is I could have seen maybe something happening where the other one got sadder and the other one got happier. I don't know. On the second floor. While we played in the garden, there was always a girl looking down at us every time I turned to look at the mansion. She was the twin of that cheerful girl, but she would always gaze at us expressionlessly. That girl would never try to leave the house. All she would do is watch us with those cold eyes. Well, in the end, I only ended up talking a little with her. And that probably meant the world to her. I wonder if those girls are still at the mansion. Yeah, I wonder. While I think about that, I take a white ribbon out of my bag. An old white ribbon that the girls gave me at the very end. Oh, and he just randomly has that in this route. Okay, yeah. 8 years ago. After I was involved in the accident, the day I was entrusted to the Arima family, right before I was to leave the mansion, the girl gave me this for some reason. I wonder why, Shiki. I'm just lending it to you, so be sure to return it. Saying something along those lines, she ran off. Now, is he gonna remember which one to give it to? Afterward, I was quickly found by one of the servants and taken to the front entrance. With no one to see me off, I walked out of the gates of that giant mansion where the Arima lady held my hand. It was my last memory of when I left the Tono mansion 8 years ago. I put the ribbon back in my bag. But it's been 8 years after all. Not only do I not know if they're still at the mansion, I can't even remember their names. To make things worse, I can't even remember which girl gave me the ribbon. That's, yeah. Still, it's not like it was some important promise or anything. If it was Hisui, then it probably was to her. Kohaku, probably a little more flippant. But I want to keep the promise, as long as I still remember it. I agreed to return to the mansion because Aki is now there all by herself. I left her there for 8 years, pushing all responsibility onto her while I selfishly lived freely. I'm going back because I feel guilty for what I did to her. I didn't exactly plan to use this as an opportunity to do so, but if that girl is still at the mansion, I want to properly fulfill the promise from 8 years ago. It's huge. That's what my ex-girl... Never mind. The words escaped my mouth when I reached the gate. That's funny. Like, boss, listen to me. Okay, look. I know we wanted to focus on the story, but look, listen to me, right? Right, think about it. Maids, right? So we have these maids in the game, right? So we could anyway, the words escaped my mouth when I reached the gate. For someone like me used to living in a normal house, the Tono mansion seems well out of reality. Yeah. I wonder if I rushed into this. Maybe. No, it's too late to start regretting things now. The gates aren't locked. I push them open and head towards the mansion doors. They tower oppressively, bearing down on any visitors. Beside the iron double doors is an unmatching doorbell. Alright. Shaking off my nervousness, I press it. There isn't any affectionate ding-dong chime from the doorbell. The oppressive silence continues for a few seconds. Then, the sound of pattering footsteps behind the door indicates someone's presence. We've been waiting for you. The door opens with a creak. Inside's the lobby I remembered and a young girl in an apron. Yeah, you know, yeah, now that I'm seeing her, yeah, this is definitely the one who was outside with us. Kohaku. Thank goodness. You're so late I was beginning to worry that you had gotten lost. I was thinking about going out to meet you if you hadn't arrived by sunset. The girl in the anachronistic apron smiles warmly. No, that's... I'm so taken aback by her outdated mode of dress that I can't even form a proper sentence. Perhaps attributing my hesitance to distrust, the girl tilts her head a little. You're Shiki-sama, aren't you? Yeah, but you don't have to call me Sama. You are, right? Oh, please don't scare me like that. I was beginning to think I had made another mistake back there. She gives a good-natured laugh. I have no basis for this, but she fits the image perfectly. Could it be that you're the girl who played together with us when we were small? I inquired tentatively. She gives a full smile, looking truly happy. I guess it's a yes. If she's happy that he remembered, then that's a yes. I'm gonna at least take it that way. Come, you must be tired, right? Please do come in. Akiya-sama's waiting for you in the sitting room. The girl quickly crosses the lobby and heads towards the sitting room. Turning back as if she just remembered something, she makes a bow, a full smile on her face. Welcome home, Shiki-sama. Her greeting is accompanied by her flower-like smile. I was thinking of a different flower, but okay. I can't think of any reply, so I just follow her hesitantly. Also, that the joke I made makes no sense, it's completely out of context, but if you... Yeah, never mind. Just forget about it. So I just follow her hesitantly. Why, oh why is my internet dropping frames? Please come back, internet. Please come back. There we go. It's okay now. Guided by the girl, I head to the sitting room. It's as if I'm seeing it for the first time. I don't know if I've forgotten about it in the last 8 years, or if they had it refurbished since then. Either way, it feels like someone else's house now, and it's quite unsettling. As I'm looking around the sitting room, the maid in the apron lowers her head in a quick bow. I've brought Shiki-sama with me. Well done. You may return to the kitchen, Kohaku. Thank you. It seems that maid's name is Kohaku. Kohaku-san gives a small bow as if to say farewell, and leaves the sitting room. Aha. This leaves me and 2 girls I don't recognize. That's mean. You remember Kohaku, but not them, huh? Shaking my head in my head. It has been a long time, Nissan, says the girl with long black hair and sharp eyes. Seeing her is just reminding me of both her endings and how depressing they are. All my thought processes stop at once. My mind goes blank and I can't think of any words of greeting. All I can do is nod with a yeah. I don't think it can be helped. This Akiha that I had not seen in 8 years is not the Akiha I remember. She's completely transformed into a proper young lady of a noble family. She is one, so yeah. And Nissan. The black-haired girl tilts her head slightly. Pathetically, all I can say are dumb-sounding things. My mind is turning in somersaults as I try to recognize the girl before me as Akiha, but it seems like Akiha already recognizes me as her brother. Yeah. You don't look well. Would you like to rest before we talk? Akiha throws a sharp glance in my direction. Is it just my imagination that she looks like she's in a bad mood? No. No, I'm alright. I was just surprised at how much you've changed, Akiha.
People do change over the course of 8 years, Nissan. We are at an age of change. Or do you think we'd remain like it back then forever?
What is this? Yeah, why was she... I forget, did they explain why she was so hostile at the beginning? Was it just because we were later than expected, or... I don't know. I can feel the thorns in Akia's words. No, you've definitely changed, Akia. You've become more beautiful than before. Yeah. That isn't flattering. It's how I really feel. Oh, yeah, no, she was acting like this because she didn't want to show how happy she actually was you were back, right?
Indeed. But you, on the other hand, have not changed much at all.
Akia answers coldly, her eyes closed. Gee, thanks. Well, I came prepared for something like this. It's as bad as I thought. It seems Akia doesn't think well of me. Yeah, unfortunately.
If you're feeling well, let us finish our conversation. You have yet to hear the details about why you were called back here, Nissan.
I've heard nothing more than a son come back to the mansion, though I found out in the papers the old man passed away. If the head of a major company dies, it definitely makes it on the financial papers. You know, this is the fourth time seeing these lines by her, but still hurts, man. It still hurts. Anyway, word of Tono Makihisu's death reached his son Tonoshiki via the newspaper after the funeral. Even though his relatives hadn't told him, this disinherited son could pick up news of his father's death merely by buying a 100 yen newspaper. Yeah, it's tough, buddy. It might be cynical of me to say so, but the world has certainly become a convenient place. Yeah.
I am sorry. It was my fault that you did not get the news about father.
Akia quietly lowers her head. It's alright. Either way, it's not like he would come back from the dead if I win. It's not something you should be worried about.
I am sorry. It is somewhat comforting to hear you say that.
Akia's face is serious, but this isn't a topic I care much about. A funeral is a ceremony for those who cannot detach their feelings for the deceased to achieve such detachment. For someone like me who cut off such feelings a long time ago, there's no need. Yeah.
Calling him back here is my idea. It would be odd for the eldest son of the Tonos to be interested in the Arimas forever. Now that father has passed away, the only Tonos by blood are you and I, Nissan.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure.
I don't know what father was thinking when he entrusted you to the Arimas, but he's no longer with us, so there's no longer any need for you to live with them. That is why I had you come back here.
That's all well and good, but I'm quite surprised you were able to get our relatives to agree to this. Wasn't it they who came up with the idea of leaving me with the Arimas in the first place?
That may be so, but now I am the head of the Tono family. I declined every one of the proposals from our relatives. I would like you to continue living here, Nissan, but this is a place with rules. You will avoid living the overly casual lifestyle you've been leading up till now.
I'm afraid that isn't going to happen, Akia. Honestly, I'm still impressed he had the cojones to just be like, yeah, no. there's no way I can go back to being some well-mannered gentleman now. Not that I want to.
I will not ask for more of you, but do try to. Or are you saying you are unable to do what I already have?
Akia shoots me a cold look. It feels like she's hitting me with her grudge against me for leaving here for leaving her here. Oh goddamn! For leaving her here for the last 8 years. All right, I get it. I'll try my best. Akia just stares at me as if she doesn't quite believe me.
You do not need to try as long as you get the results.
Her pose is dignified, her words merciless.
And let's get back to the topic. Right now, you and I are the only ones living here. I do not care to have too many people around, so I cleared everyone out.
Eh? Hold on a second, Akia. You cleared everyone out?
You wouldn't want to run into one of our relatives in the mansion, would you, Nissan?
Yeah. You know, I could skip over this. This is literally why am I... That's a good point. Why am I reading this? This is literally the exact same thing we've done already. But... Is there anything that's changed because I went with Cheerful Girl from here until the next choice? If not, I feel like I should just skip it. Because if everything is literally this, like, you know, yeah. What am I doing? Oh. The girl called Hisui bows expressionlessly.
This is Hisui. She will be your personal maid from now on. Is it acceptable with you?
Eh? What? Personal maid? You mean... Okay, so there's nothing he says to Hisui that... it's different at all? Up until... I skipped a little bit, I'll keep going from here.
In other words, she's your servant.
Akia declares as if it were obvious. I can't believe it. Still technically neutral. Okay. Alright, I'll keep an eye out for anything. Just please show Nissan to his room. Yeah.
Is this my room? Yes. If you're displeased with it, I can arrange a different one for you.
No, there's no way I could be displeased with it. It's just a little... no, really too fancy for me. Oh, okay. Actually... no. I'm gonna go through this because I feel like this is good setup for Hisui route. So I should... yeah, I want to go through this. Hey, is this by any chance my old room?
That is what I've been told.
See, Hisui looking like this is interesting now, right? Because her and Kohaku obviously... no, wait. Okay, so it's weird, right? So it was kind of made to make us think that Hisui and Kohaku were also meant, we were meant to, last route kind of made me believe that Hisui and Kohaku were unaware that us Shiki were the adopted son. Like, they were... so I assume it was meant to be like they were hypnotized by the old man into thinking that we were the adopted son, right? I assume that's the case. But... the way Hisui's acting, right? It kind of makes me think. It kind of makes me think that she knew from the get-go that this Shiki's adopted. Or no, I think I messed up. I don't know. It just the way she acts here, right? No, she was always locked up in her room, wasn't she? So I guess she wouldn't have known whose room this was. But no, she would have had to have been a.
That is what I've been told. Am I mistaken?
Hisui inclines her head to the side slightly. I feel relieved. It seems this girl can express emotion after all. Well, it might it might be now that you mention it. I do remember it faintly, so it must be so. But I guess that's what it's like after you leave a place for 8 years. Yeah. I can't get settled here, though. I was living in a 6.5 mat-sized room until this morning. I mean, this looks like it's maybe like 9 mats. Of course, maybe there's more to the room, like, behind us, but, it's like I'm staying in some high-class hotel.
I understand how you feel, but please try to get used to it. From today onwards, you're the eldest son of the Tono House, Shiki-sama.
Yeah, I know. You're right. I've got to do my best, so I at least look like so I at least look like it on the outside. With a thump, I drop my bag on the table and stretch my back. I've been feeling a little stressed out with everything that's happened so far, but I guess I've got no choice but to adjust from today onwards.
Shiki-sama, all of your luggage has been brought here. Is there anything more you require?
No, not really. Why do you ask?
There was very little delivered. If there's anything you need, I can have it prepared. So please do not hesitate to ask.
I see. No, I don't need anything more for now. I didn't have much luggage to begin with. My luggage is just this bag, these glasses, and the textbooks in my bag, and that white ribbon with an unidentified owner. That's all. Ah. That's right. I haven't asked her the important thing yet. Can I ask you something, Hisui?
Yes. What is it, Shiki-sama?
I'm sorry if I'm mistaken about this, but you and Kohaku-san are sisters, right? No, they're completely unrelated. No relations whatsoever. In fact, they're not even the same, the same race. Like this. Like, what are you talking about, Shiki? Totally not twins or anything. Hisui's just like, is this guy serious right now? Like, can he not tell just from looking at us? For an instant, surprise flashes in Hisui's expressionless eyes. I don't know, man. I don't get it either. It's like...
Yes. Kohaku is my older sister.
Really? Great. Then that means you two must be the girls who once lived here. I'm so happy that I inadvertently raised my voice. Did you not get that from when Kohaku, like, smiled happily after you said that she was the one who played with you guys? Did you not get that from that? No? Okay. In direct contrast to my joy, Hisui doesn't move. Hisui? You and Kohaku-san were the children taken in here, aren't you? We used to play together. Well, you and Kohaku played together. You talked to Hisui like twice. Maybe. I wonder if you remember... I close my mouth as soon as I speak. No. The girl I had played with was the bright and cheerful one. Well, so why is my internet dropping frames, man? I have the stream playback paused. I have nothing downloading on my phone, right? Hang on, let me disconnect my phone from the internet. See if that helps whatsoever. Like, the girl I had played with was the bright and cheerful one. The one who just gazed at us with those cold eyes has to be. Oh, Shiki, you should have just, fuck. No, there was no good way for him to go about this, was there? If he assumed it was Hisui, and he was wrong, she'd be like, no, you didn't play with me, you played with Kohaku. Or, he goes with, I played with your sister, well then she's like, no, that was me. Like, he had no good way of going about this. Because there's a good, either way, there's a good chance he was gonna be wrong. I played together with your sister quite often. Hisui?
Yes and no. 2 years before you went to the Arima household, Makisa-sama took Ine-san and I.
Hisui speaks as if disinterested. It's good that I know Hisui and Kohaku-san are the twins from my memories, but it seems Hisui doesn't think much of it. See, now I almost want to think that she was the one who played with them, right? Because... No. She's definitely the one who was in the room by herself, just watching. The reason I say that is because if Shiki went out of his way to speak to her, right? Then she would probably, you know, develop feelings for him. And as we saw at the end of Akiha's route, we saw that Hisui was very much like rooting. Well, no, that was just, both her and Kohaku wanted to believe he was alive. But I feel like Hisui was much more insistent about it. And you know, there was the one thing where Akiha kind of poked fun at her, right? Because yeah, no, she had to have been the girl. Hisui had to have been the girl in the room. Yeah. I see. I didn't talk to you much. I'm sorry for getting so worked up.
You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I must also apologize for my rudeness to you when I was younger.
Hisui lowers her head. I feel really uneasy. I know Hisui doesn't mean to make me feel bad, but I don't know how to respond when a girl the same age as me says that to me. You know, just roll with it.
Do you have any other requests, Shiki-sama?
No, nothing in particular.
Very well.
I just had a really bad thought. I'll talk about what I just thought when we get to the thing that's gonna be relevant to it.
Very well. I shall come to call you in an hour's time. Please relax until then.
As I expected, Hisui says everything with an expressionless face. by 1 hour later, she must mean dinner. But even if she tells me to relax, how would I do that here? The clock says it's around 6 o'clock. If it even happens in this route, I hope it does, so it'll be easier to talk about that way. Usually I'd be watching TV in the sitting room around this time, but I'm having serious doubts as to whether there's any such thing in this mansion. Yeah. Hisui, I know it's kind of a trivial thing to ask about, but is there a television in this mansion? Yeah. Yeah. I've always been a YouTube guy myself. Like, I'll watch streams here and there, like when someone I really like streaming. But I don't know. For me personally, I prefer YouTube videos. I don't know. Plus, even when I do watch streams, like, I think in like 100 hours of like stream watch time, I'll maybe type like 3 or 4 messages, right? Like, I don't talk in streams or in stream chats. I don't know. I'm just very much I guess because I grew up watching YouTube and not watching live streams at all, so I just, I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, plus, yeah, like you said, you can miss stuff if you leave for a minute. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I think actually. You know, my longest stream was either the finale of UEW or the finale of Hollow Ataraxia. It was one of those. And, like, both of them, I'm not happy with the last 2 hours of those recordings. Because you could tell I was kind of, like, checked out from, like, what was happening at that point. Like, I wasn't... Not that I wasn't paying attention, but I was commenting less on stuff. And it's like... That's why for me, like, if I go over 5 hours, I'd feel bad for anyone watching. It was kind of that I was tired, but like, I don't know, I was just like, yeah, I guess tired. I was just coming up with less to like say and comment on and be. I feel like I was just generally less engaging in the like last 2 hours of HA and DBW. Because I played those for like nearly 8 hours. Which I probably shouldn't have done, I don't know. Hisui, I know it's kind of a trivial thing to ask about, but is there a television in this mansion? Yeah, like, I don't know. That's why I prefer to like cut off at like a maximum of 5 hours. Like I need to stream more than like the hour and a half, 2 hours that I do all the time. But maximum, like I try to stop at 5 hours if I end up going long. UBW and HA were kind of outliers in that you know, I was caught in the end game of both those by the time I was like ready to be done, and I was like, well, I can't really stop.
A television?
Isui's eyes narrow slightly. I know I'm the one who asked, but it really is a stupid question. Yeah. I feel there's something wrong with asking about the presence of a TV in a luxurious mansion like this. Hisui makes a rare, troubled face and stares off into space.
There's no television in the sitting room. Some of the visitors did make use of one, but when they departed, they packed it up with their luggage and took it back with them. So I do not believe there are any remaining.
Hold on. Visitors? Yeah, you know, the relatives who lived here. Like who? Yeah. TV is so outdated now. Like other than like Like, other than people who just don't watch TV and only have it for, like, the news, which they pay, like, a $10 package for, like, news channels and whatnot, who uses television, like, regularly, right? Like, at this point, everyone has to use, like, Netflix, Hulu, even, like, GCI, like, the, like, cable companies now have streaming services, like actual, you know, landline television is like a pointless now. I don't know, which is really weird to think about. Yeah. This conversation has randomly made me think about Blockbuster. I miss Blockbuster, man. I miss Blockbuster so fucking much. Oh, God. Going to Blockbuster, getting... Like, I would get, like... the Dragon Ball Z Broly movies and Fusion Reborn. Like, those were some of my go-tos when I went to Blockbuster. I would, like, grab those. I would grab the Ramune. Man. And the fucking, the long, they weren't nerds, but you know, like, the rope candies? You remember the rope candies that Blockbuster had all the time? That, like, you could get them elsewhere, but, like, when you went to Blockbuster, that, like, those were the thing. I don't know. Yeah. I only ever rented a game from Blockbuster once. Yeah. I was always, I should wanted to watch the Dragon Ball Z movies. Just get Dragon Ball Z, get Ramune or Dr. Pepper, the rope candies, or like, or what were they called? Like Snow Bites. They were like the, the Sugar Babies? No, what were they called? They were like little things of chocolate with like was it taffy inside or like caramel? It was like Sugar Babies, like sugar this is weird to say, but like, you know, it's a candy. They're like Sugar Daddies, I think, or something like that. I don't remember what it's called, but yeah. Anyway, hold on. Visitors? Like who? The final years of... I ain't that young. Hold up now. I'm 22, okay? Like, and I lived in Alaska where 2 of the last 5 blockbusters were for a long time. Like, Alaska, Soldotna, Alaska, and North Pole, Alaska had 2 of the last 5 blockbusters up until 2018, I think. So yeah, Blockbuster in Alaska only closed down like 4 years ago. Like the last 2 stores. Or maybe it was like late 2017. But yeah, the Alaska Blockbusters were around for a while. Like, they lasted longer than most. Yeah. I don't know. But yeah, no, Blockbuster was still it was still around quite a bit in like 2007, 2008 when I was a little kid. I was like final years, bro. What? I was like, I'm not like, if I was like 16, I could understand maybe you thinking that, but like, nah. Like, I was taken aback a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, Oh, yeah, true. Yeah. Fair. Yeah, I guess by, like, 2008, most of the non-Alaska stores are already gone, huh? Because, you know, Alaska still had 5 stores by 2013. And then 3 of them closed down in, like, in the, like, 2011, 2013 range. And then the last 2 are around until late 2017, early 2018. And now there's just the one in Oregon, right? I think it's just the Oregon one. Right? I think. It's like... yeah, Bend, Oregon. Which I am at some point, I am going to make a trip to Bend, Oregon, just so I can go into a Blockbuster. I don't know. Like I've read up on the Oregon Blockbuster, the last one. Well, I mean, Blockbuster also is kind of like tied with Dish Cable now, I think, as for like a streaming service, because they still had like the right to like rights to like certain movies and you know, whatever. But yeah, the one in Bend, Oregon is around because I heard like people just keep going there. Like there is such a dedicated like base of people who go to that Blockbuster in Oregon that it's just been able to retain enough capital to stay afloat, which is pretty impressive, to be honest. But yeah, I definitely I want to make a trip to Oregon at some point because I just want to experience going into Blockbuster again, even if it's not like the same one as my childhood. Like I feel like the vibe is gonna be like similar enough, you know. Anyway, I've spent like 10 minutes talking about Blockbuster where I should be, maybe not 10, like 8 minutes talking about Blockbuster when I should be getting on with the game. Anyway, visitors, like who? For how long?
Relatives. The eldest son of Kugumine-sama from a branch of the family. Tozaki-sama's third daughter and her fiance. And Kishima-sama's eldest son came to stay for close to 3 years.
That wasn't Hisui's voice, but yeah. 3 years, huh? Hisui, that's what you call freeloaders, not visitors. Hisui doesn't reply. Yeah, she can't exactly say anything rude about members of the Tono family, even if they are branch families. Yeah, for some reason, Kugumine sounds really familiar. I don't know why. No matter what kind of people these freeloaders were. See, maybe just because I read this line from our early other roots, but like, I don't know. They seem familiar in other ways too. I don't know why. No matter what kind of people these freeloaders were, it seems that servants can't say anything bad about them. Yeah. Well, at any rate, it seems like those relatives had brought and taken back their own luggage with them. My old man hated the products of modern culture, thinking them all vulgar. I mean, there was no way he would ever watch a TV. Akia, who had been educated by him for the last 8 years, would probably be the same. Did their old man think there was just porn on television 24/7? Which, to be fair, there is, or at least there was. You just had to go to the right channel. But, I mean, what? No. No, 13-year-old me totally didn't look into that. No. I don't know what you're talking about. But you had to pay for them, which was kind of sucky, but you know. Yeah. I mean, no, I wouldn't know. well, it's not like I'll die without one. Hisui is silent. Like a perfect example for servants, Hisui says nothing unless she's being asked the direct question. This is, of course, kinda depressing for me. I want to make that expressionless face break into a smile somehow, but that seems impossible with just any old half-hearted effort. Oh, there was a library on the first floor of the West Wing, wasn't there? Maybe I'll go find something to read when I have some free time. Hisui doesn't reply. She just stands there in the doorway. I think she's waiting to be dismissed. I can't even tell where she's looking. Hisui? Hisui doesn't say a word. Suddenly, she looks straight at me.
I believe there's one in Isan's room.
Huh? Huh? I have no idea what she's talking about. Yeah, no, she's just in really deep thought, you know? Like, there's one what?
A television. I remember seeing one in Isan's room.
Hisui says as if remembering something from many years ago. I mean, yeah. She doesn't have to sleep with her big sister anymore. She's a big girl now, you know? Doesn't need to be held by her older sister. I see. Kohaku-san does look like the type of person who'd watch those variety shows. That is profiling. But I balk at going to Kohaku-san's room to tell her, let me watch your TV. Sorry, just forget I ever asked. After all, I'll be living here from now on, so I've got to follow the rules of the mansion. I mean, is there a rule saying you can't watch TV or you can't hang out in a maid's room? Like, I don't know. God knows what sort of cynical comment I'd be in for from Akiha if I started watching television. Yeah. I mean, knowing Akiha, she'd probably be jealous that he's hanging out in another girl's room, even if they're maids. It seems he'll be leading a scholarly student life for a member of the Tono family from now on. Yeah. Alright. I'll be in my room until dinner, so just come and call me when it's time. You've got other things to do, don't you, Hisui? Hisui nods in assent and turns around. Silently opening the door, she leaves the room. Oh, it didn't happen this time. Or maybe it happens a different day? Whatever. So I was gonna talk about something before, but I was waiting for something to happen. And since it didn't happen, I don't know if I'm just thinking of if I've got the wrong day or what, but I'll just talk about it now. So you know how when, like, he remembers something in, like, the first couple routes, and then he rushes to Hisui and grabs her shoulder to, like, stop her from leaving? Remember how she kind of, like pushes him away and, like, looks alarmed? Like she was scared what he was gonna do to her? Oh, maybe I shouldn't say this. So yeah, okay. But the Makihisa, took Hisui and Kohaku in, right? But why did they need to be taken in the first place? I assume something similar, or well, not similar, but I assume something happened to their parents, where and Hisui was probably there when it happened. Like, maybe the family was like ambushed by like muggers who came up behind them, grabbed the father's shoulder, and then stabbed him. Maybe she was afraid of getting attacked like that. I don't know. Like, I don't know, man. Like, it would explain why she was, like, so despondent and why she was, like, jumpy when Shiki came up to her from behind in the first few routes. I don't know why it didn't happen here. Again, I could be just mistaken about when it takes place. But, like, it would explain her behavior, I guess. Okay. If you say so. Huh. It's interesting. It's interesting for me to think about. I don't know. I like thinking about it. Dinner takes place with Akiha and I being face to face. I guess it's natural here, as Hisui and Kohaku-san don't eat with us, standing behind us to tend to our needs. Yeah, when do they eat? I assume they probably just eat leftover. Like, I'm sure. I assume Kohaku makes enough for everyone. Makes enough for everyone, but they don't eat until after, the masters are done. I assume. I thought it would be natural if all four of us ate together, so you could say I'm caught off guard by this inexplicably tense dinner. Yeah. I should mention at this point that I've totally forgotten anything related to table manners by now. Well, I do remember little pieces, so it's not like I'm a complete amateur, but humans tend to pack away unused memories into the corners of the mind. The tension was actually quite thrilling, with every one of my movements causing Akia to raise an eyebrow. Like, really? Really? You using that fork for that dish? Okay. When I think about how I'll have to go through this every day, though, it's really depressing. Yeah, I mean, he'll probably, he might try, I don't know. Well, I mean, I don't know. Finishing dinner. I returned to my room. Why does my internet keep dropping frames? I don't know. Finishing dinner. I returned to my room. It's still only just past 8 at night. It's too early to sleep. So what should I do? Oh, I should probably just put a save here. But a boop. Even though I probably won't need it, but go watch TV in Kohaku-san's room. Let's see. Kohaku-san's room is here, isn't it? Knock, knock. I knock on her door. Kohaku-san, are you there?
Yes, please hold on for a minute.
I can hear her cheerful voice from inside the room. Now, is she gonna rat us out to Akiha that we watch TV? I wait for about 3 minutes. Kohaku-san opens the door and pokes her head out.
Oh, it's you, Shiki-sama.
What were you doing? Huh? Kohaku? What you do with you? You're looking mighty suspicious.
What are you doing here at this time?
Oh man, now that I think about it, this is such a weird thing for him to ask. Oh man, she's probably gonna be like, what? What are you weirdo? Well, I was wondering if you'd let me watch your TV. Another certain anime. I can't think of an anime that I don't know.
Eh?
Oh, Nagatoro. Okay. Yeah, I need to watch Nagatoro at some point. Nagatoro, Jashi-sama, or Jahi-sama, whatever her name was, and Komi-san. I need to watch those all three of those at some point. I just haven't yet. All three of those have been on the back burner for a while, but I just Kohaku-san gives me a bewildered look. Well, there's no TV in this house, is there? I've been living in a normal house up until now, so it's become a daily routine for me to watch TV after dinner. I guess I can't calm down without watching it or something like that, so... Yeah, the more I say it, the more I realize I'm doing something really fucking stupid. Yeah, a little bit. There's something not right about barging into a lady's room demanding to watch her TV. Yeah. Look, even Kohaku-san is just standing there looking bewildered. Wait, no she's not.
I guess you're right. You've been living at the Arima household up until yesterday, after all. You must think this mansion to be kind of depressing after moving here all of a sudden.
Kohaku-san gives a cheerful laugh.
Let's see. Have you talked to Akiya-sama and Hisui-chan about this yet?
You mean about coming to your room, Kohaku-san? Kohaku-san nods. No, I haven't talked to anyone about it yet. Oh yeah, he did tell Hisui that he would just be in his room. What about it?
No, it's nothing. It's just that I would have to turn you away if you tried to talk to them about it.
Oh. Right, yeah, because Akiha would be like, Kohaku, where's my brother? What have you eaten his Oshinshin hole? What are you doing? Anyway. Smiling while she speaks, Kohaku-san looks up and down the hallway.
Luckily for us, there isn't anyone else around. Please hurry up and come in. It'll be troublesome if we're caught.
Yeah, I guess so.
Please just sit anywhere. I'll go make some tea.
Okay. Coughing to clear my throat, I take a seat. There are all sorts of little things in Kohaku-san's room. I mean, her room has more personality than Akiha and Shiki's, if I'm being honest. Like, I don't know. At least to me, it looks like it has more personality than theirs too. It might be thought of as a bit messy for a girl's room. I mean, you know, she spends like all day cleaning the house and cooking. I doubt she wants to spend time to clean her own room. Like, I know I wouldn't. I mean, I don't clean my own room anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter what I think. But you know, whatever. There aren't really many things you could call cute, and what she does have is a lot of things that don't look very useful. Rather, it has an atmosphere of a room belonging to an orderly, scholarly person. Buried in the miscellaneous objects, I find the TV. On top of the table is the remote. Maybe Kohaku-san's been watching the TV until just now. Okay, so from what I know of Japan's, like, TV situation and whatnot, is you have to have a TV card, which you renew bi-yearly? So who's paying for the TV? Like, do Kohaku and Hisui actually get paid, and Kohaku's paying for it herself? Or is Akiha like, hey, okay, you know what, fine, I'll pay for your TV, why not? Yeah. Yeah, it's really dumb, cause like, hang on, let me try and find a picture. Japanese TV Oh no, wait. Hang on. Yeah. The BCast card. It basically gives you access to those the network that this card's connected to, and you put it into like the back of the TV tuner, which allows you to watch that like network, I guess, that network of channels. I'm not like fully aware of like all the like little details, but it's really weird. And like, yeah. I mean, it's weird, but now that I think about it, I guess it'd be convenient in a sense, right? Because like, instead of it being tied to like your cable TV line, you could take your card and go to a friend's house to watch the channels and networks that you're subscribed to or paying for at your friend's house, whereas you wouldn't be able to in the US, where it just tied to your TV line. So I guess in that sense, it's kinda cool. But if that's even how it works, maybe it's like tied to. I don't think it'd be tied to the tuner. But yeah, that's the only reason I could see it being kind of convenient, I guess. Oh. Yeah. Also, Japanese television is. I don't know if you've seen Japanese television, but like it's interesting. I don't know how to explain it. It's like a lot of Japanese TV shows are like YouTube reaction videos. They'll have like a cooking channel, right? They'll have the person cooking, but then they'll have people watching the person cook in like a little box in the corner, right? And they'll be like, oh, sugoi! And it's, yeah, Japanese TV is interesting. Very, very interesting. Anyway, back to Tsukihime. I think so far there's been like 25 minutes worth of tangents in this session so far. too many tangents.
Thanks for waiting. Tea is fine for you, isn't it, Shiki-sama?
Well, I mean, not for every show. Like, I guess I'm generalizing. There are normal, like, TV action shows, but yeah, a lot of, like, basically, any, like, reality TV, a lot of the time they'll have that. Like, you know, cooking shows, I don't know if they have a version of House Flippers or whatnot in Japan, but if they do, there's probably a react box, with people reacting to it. But yeah, no, there's like actual, like, acted out action shows don't have that, but but there are types, like, again, why a cooking show has just a box with like 5 random people just sitting there going sugoi every now and then. It's kind of, I don't know.
Tea is fine for you, isn't it, Shiki-sama?
Thank you. Please don't mind me too much.
Oh no, not at all. I'm sorry I can't do much to treat you.
Kohaku-san says so, smiling warmly.
So the TV. What do you watch around this time, Shiki-sama?
I don't have any set programs in particular, but the news is a pretty basic one. Oh, we're gonna see the murders on TV. I like to hear new trends, and I like snob stories.
Is that so? You seem like a very laid-back person, so I thought you'd be reading after dinner or something.
No, I don't have such refined interests. I don't consider myself laid back either, but maybe that's the impression I give with my glasses. Maybe. That's totally why she thought that. Oh man, Kohaku. Damn it.
You wear glasses, Shiki-sama. I guess Sama didn't say anything about that at all, so I was quite surprised when I saw you at the door.
I see. I haven't met Akiha since I started wearing these glasses. These glasses are just for show. I guess you could say my eyes are bad, but I think my vision is better than that of most people. Yeah, no, I guess, yeah, your eyes are bad in a sense, yeah. Yeah, she's like, whoops, I don't know what I'm going on about. It's not because I studied too much and went nearsighted or anything. Ah, crap. I had an intellectual image, but did it disappoint you? Oh,
Not at all.
So I know I said before that I really liked Hisui, but Kohaku's pretty nice too. I'm not even gonna lie. I ain't even gonna cap. Kohaku is adorable. So it's really unfortunate that we choked her out and nutted on her apron, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Yeah, sorry, Kohaku.
Not at all. I enjoy watching TV more than reading too.
I had to do it, man. I had to do it.
I'm glad that you're an energetic person, just like I thought you were.
Yeah, thanks. I'm a little embarrassed. Faced directly with Kohaku-san's carefree smile, I can't help but feel a little nervous.
I'm sorry. You came to watch the news, didn't you?
Kohaku-san switches the TV on. It's already 9 o'clock. The news, as it usually does, reports today's events with a little exaggeration.
Oh dear. It looks like there's been another one of those serial murders.
Kohaku-san says to herself while sitting next to me, sounding not the least bit concerned. I mean, yeah, I guess she assumes they're safe in the mansion. The news is running a special feature on the serial killings. The serial murders, which began in the neighboring town, are now beginning to be concentrated within this town. It's a pretty simple story. Late at night, he attacks young girls indiscriminately, and in the end, he drains their blood. Seems like last night's victim is the 9th one so far. I wonder what the police are doing about it.
Who knows? It would seem pretty easy to catch a murderer who comes out at night, but maybe he's really careful so they can't trace him.
I don't know who's talking, so I'm just assuming this is the right order. You could be right. The clues about murders build up as they kill more people. So if they haven't caught him even after 9 murders, he must be really carefully prepared for the killings. Okay, no, if someone says ha, I assume that's Shiki. So this was probably Kohaku here, and this is Shiki. Well, whoops. careful killer, huh? But aren't these killings spontaneous crimes? It's quite strange to think of them as being carefully prepared. Never seen Dexter?
You're right. If there's no evidence left at all, maybe he's not a random killer at all. I can only think that he's got it all planned out from the start for execution.
Ah, I see. But then what would be the point of killing those 9 girls? Are they friends of his? Acquaintances?
Probably not. If there were connections like that, then I think the police would have realized it by now. In the end, I suppose it's an incomprehensible case without motive for connections.
Kohaku-san says all this disturbing stuff with a smile. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It seems like she's not really worried about this case. These murders are happening right here in this town, Kohaku-san. You're a young girl and all, so aren't you even a little scared?
I'll be fine since the killer only appears late at night. If I don't go out at night, I won't run into him.
Yeah, I guess so. Kohaku-san really is a clear thinker. It's perhaps a bit of a raw explanation, but I suppose it's how a news story should be treated. Yeah, sure. Right. Sorry for intruding on you. I'll be counting on you again the next time I feel like watching TV.
Sure, I'll be waiting.
I kind of ruined my voice over the last, 3 days. So, doing voices isn't as easy right now. As you can tell, I've been breaking, all 3 of the girls' voices so far. Which, yeah. Sorry about that, but, throat's tired. Kohaku-san looks up and down the hallway.
I'd like to escort you back to your room, but Hisui-chan's waiting there, so I'll have to say goodbye here.
Okay. Good night. Yeah. I had no idea bedtime at the mansion was at 10. Apparently there's some kind of unwritten rule here that one is not to be out of their room after 10. It's still so formal here, even with the old man gone. Yeah, just how it is. Well, I guess it's only natural. I'm also getting tired from my unfamiliarity with this mansion, so I obediently return to my room. Ah. When I return to my room, my bed's been made. Did Hisui do it while I was away? I'm glad she did, but it's really more than I deserve. Yeah. With you philandering with her sister and whatnot. Shaking my head. I scratched my cheek. Then...
Are you there, Shiki-sama?
I can hear Hisui's voice along with a knock at the door. Yeah, I'm here. Come in.
Excuse me.
Oh, God. Good evening. Thanks for making my bed, Hisui. Hisui quietly nods in acceptance. Just as I thought, I'm not used to this. Yeah. Is there anything else you want to tell me?
No, nothing for me. But Akiha-sama has instructed me to answer any questions you may have.
No, this is where him grabbing her happens. That's right. I see. There are many things I want to ask, but I'll probably get to know them as I continue to live here. Yeah. What I want to know right now before I sleep is it true that the curfew here is 7?
Yes. The main gate is locked at 7, and all the entrances to the mansions are locked at 8. It's also a rule that one must not try to go walking around in the mansion after 10.
Not even walking around in the mansion? Well, I've got no complaint with that. Isn't that kind of harsh? Akiha and I aren't children, so I don't think you have to go that far.
Indeed. It's a rule, however, so please abide by it. You are aware of the recent disturbances at night, are you not, Shiki-sama?
Yeah. Yeah, that vampire thing Arihiko was talking about. And what we just saw on the news with Kohaku. But, sure. Yeah, Arihiko, right. Well, as long as something like that is happening, I guess... Bro. I've got to, like, rest... Bruh. My throat and vocal cords are just, like, not happy after the last few days. I don't know why. Well, I do know why, but... Yeah. I guess it's better to be safe than sorry. What else? Oh, do you mind if I ask an off-topic question?
Yes, what is it?
I'd like to know what kind of work you and Kohaku-san do around here.
I am here to serve Shiki-sama's needs, and my sister Kohaku to serve Lady Akiya-sama. In our spare time, we do the maintenance chores around the mansion.
Yeah, I mean... I think for now they're just using that as a convenient... Well, I guess it's not really an excuse. Because... Akiha... As we know from Arkwood's route, Akiha did bring us back. I mean, partially because she missed us, but also because... Roa Shiki is... She knew about him going around and being the cause of the murders. So she wanted to keep us safe. So I guess it makes sense to be extra cautious, I guess. I don't know.
Is there anything more you'd like to know?
To serve. So that's what it is after all. Yeah, so get to serving this... Never mind. My shoulders suddenly feel heavier. It seemed completely natural to Akiha when she said it. But I'm nothing more than a normal high school student. I have no interest in having a girl around my age serving me. At least not for now. By serving me, you mean you're a personal servant?
Yes. Please do not hesitate to ask anything of me.
Anything you say. Anyway, well, I get it. Going by how Akiha was talking about you, it doesn't seem like I can dismiss you. So I'll just obediently let you serve me. Okay. That line is still so weird, even though it's the fourth time saying it, or fourth. But it's just a weird line.
Is there anything in particular you would like?
Sloppy toppy? I mean, sorry, no, that's weird. A sleep mask. A sleep mask would be good. Nothing in particular. But could you stop calling me Shiki-sama? To be honest, I get chills down my back when I hear it.
But Shiki-sama, you're my master.
That's what I'm saying, I hate. I've been living a normal life up until yesterday. I have no desire to start living a life where a girl my age addresses me with Sama.
I see. I see.
Hisui's response was less than enthusiastic. Yeah. Just call me Shiki, and in exchange, I'll call you Hisui. Do they ever tell us their last names? Let's do away with the formalities and be more casual with each other. Still expressionless, Hisui lowers her eyebrows as if she's being troubled.
But you're my employer.
It's not like I'm hiring you. You're the one doing the things I can, so you're the great one. True. Remember, kids. Treat your maids like Shiki does, and not how Akiha does, okay? They have no, okay. That's kind of pooey. Maybe part 2 of the remake will add the last names in. Who knows? We'll see. Probably not, if it wasn't mentioned in the first 2 routes of remake, but whatever.
I see.
Hisui gives another unenthusiastic reply. It looks like I won't be able to talk her into it in just one day. Yeah. Anyhow, that's how it is. Don't be so formal toward me. I'll be grateful if you tell that to your sister Kawaku-san too.
Very well. As you say, Shiki-sama.
Expressionless, Hisui bows her head. She completely failed to understand. Yeah.
I will be leaving now. Please rest now for tonight.
We'll rest, alright. I don't know why I said it that way. Bowing, Hisui puts her hand on the doorknob. Oh, I forgot to ask something. Hold on for a second. Running towards the door, I put my hand on Hisui's shoulder before she leaves. In an instant, Hisui's arm pushes away my arm with incredible momentum. With a whack, she slaps my hand away and leaps back. Yeah, this is what I was talking about before. About, like, her slapping our hand away. It's like... That, and with how she looked when she was younger, is why I kind of thought... where I felt like something happened to her, or she saw something when she was younger. That made her this way. That either Kohaku-san just got over really easily or just wasn't there to see. I don't know, but... Ah, yes. Hisui, protecting herself. It's so sudden, it's the only thing I can say. Hisui is expressionless, but she glares at me fiercely. Did I just do something wrong? I still like the CG of Hisui. This one in particular, I don't know why. It just looks really nice. I don't know. Her arms look a little bit weird, I'm not gonna lie. But... yeah, I like that picture. Yeah.
I'm very sorry.
She sounds very nervous.
I'm not used to being touched. Please forgive me.
Hisui's shoulders are faintly trembling. Yeah, something definitely happened to her. She saw something when she was younger. I feel like I just did something really terrible. Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize without thinking. I don't understand why myself. I just feel sorry for Hisui and I lower my head. Also, Kawaku-san's I feel like other than Kawaku being kind of happy that we were there, I don't think we got any real lore stuff for Hisui's route. Not gonna lie. From it. I just feel sorry for Hisui and I lower my head. Hisui says nothing. I get the feeling her stare is calm again.
You have nothing to apologize for, Shiki-sama. I am no one to blame.
No, well, maybe, but I scratch my head. Hisui stares at me, pausing only to blink for a second.
What was you want to ask me, Shiki-sama?
That's right. I stopped her because I wanted to ask you something. Oh, I wanted to ask you about Akiha. Doesn't she go to a boarding school?
That was only during middle school, Shisama. From this year onwards, Akiha-sama has permission to attend school from home.
Eh? You mean she goes to school from here?
Yes, but it is uncommon for her to come home before dusk like today. Akiha-sama has practice up until dinner, so she is always home before 7.
Practice? Practice what?
Today is Thursday, so she would have violin practice.
Eh?
Usually she's able to return before dinner on weekdays, so if you have anything to say to Akiha-sama, please let Nason know after dinner.
Okay. Hisui bows to say goodbye and leaves the room. I mean, we already knew this, but violin practice. What on earth is that? Okay, it's a string instrument that you tuck under. Well, you can't kind of tuck it against your collarbone, kind of like lay your chin on it. Kind of like that, something like that. I don't know. She's not some upper class lady or anything, so why should she have to do something as bothersome as? Oh wait, she is an upper class lady. Yeah, a little bit. Yes. Come to think of it, my sister, Tono Akiha, is a natural-born upper-class lady. Yeah. Who you laid the pipe to just a few days ago? Or a few days from me, anyway. In my memories, she was always the obedient, ever-uneasy sister who'd always follow me around. As a child, Akiha was always quiet, never having even the courage to express her own desires. She was a frail girl who would always live in fear of scolding from her father. Yeah, people really do change after 8 years. After 8 years, I've become the me I am now. So you're saying that the you are defeated the you that was... Doesn't really work when referring to someone else. He defeated the me that is hit. The me that is. What Shiro said to Archer, okay? That's what I'm getting at. You know what? Alright, I was about to pull up a video of that scene, but then I realized I could probably get copyrighted for it, so yeah, never mind. But you know what I'm talking about, when Shiro and Archer are fighting, and then Shiro goes, I use every ounce of my strength to reject the me that is you, or defeat the me that is you. You know, that line. Yeah, yeah. Reference fell flat. I've become the me I am now, and Akiha's become the Akiha right now, too. 8 years is a long time. Yeah. A little bit. It's half of our lives up until now. I was absent from this mansion during the vital period where a child becomes an adult. I'm sorry, Akiha. I think things would have been better if I'd been with her during those 8 years. It's a bit of a funny quote, though, isn't it? It makes, it's a quote that makes sense if you understand the context, but, I remember that quote was memed for a while, 2014, 2015, 2016, those years, because, or I guess 2015, 2016, because that episode hadn't aired in 2014, but, the whole, people die if they are killed. The archer class is really made up of archers, and I'll defeat the me that is you. Mainly the first two, but the I'll defeat the me that is you was also kind of memed a little bit. It's those are some pretty ridiculous lines, not gonna lie. People die when they are killed. Yeah, True fact. Yeah, I do. I do indeed. It's just like, 'cause yeah, like out of context, "I'll defeat them either as you" is so just like what? Like what does that even mean? I think things would have been better if it with her during those 8 years. Yeah. Oh. No, the people die when they are killed is still a bad line. It's still a meme line in my opinion. but again, to be fair, maybe there's slightly different context in Dean's Day Night than it was in FSNVN. I don't know, but I still think that's kind of a bit of a ridiculous line. Like, what, that line wasn't even in the Fate VN, was it? I don't think people die when they're killed was in the VN. Yeah. I unconsciously mumble an apology. It wasn't the VN? I don't know. It's been a while since Fate Route, so maybe I just don't remember the context for it all that well, but I don't know. Left by myself, I lie on the bed. Also, I will say the Archer one too is also kind of ridiculous, if I'm being completely honest. Even knowing the context, like, that's a ridiculous thing to say. Like, oh yeah, the Archer class really is made of archers, huh? Like, yeah. Left by myself, I lie on my bed. This house from 8 years ago. My blood relative from 8 years ago. You know, it feels a little like they belong to someone else. I wonder what's going to happen to me now. Grumbling to no one in particular, I fall asleep. Yeah, true. But grumbling to no one in particular, I fall asleep. Ow! I hear the wave-like sound of something's voice. Ow! Something is howling. It's too sharp and high-pitched to be a stray dog. Ow! It echoes in my eardrums. It echoes in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? Ah, there we go. It echoes in my eardrums. Is it howling at the moon? Ow! This doesn't feel right. But yeah, this doesn't feel right. The beastly howling is beginning to give me a headache. Ow! Doesn't stop. Oh, just shut up already. I wake up. I can hear the sound of a dog barking outside the window. The clock indicates it's just past 11. This is more than just a neighborhood nuisance. Damn, I can't sleep like this. The dog's howling comes from somewhere near the mansion's fence. It doesn't seem like I can go back to sleep at this rate. Go to sleep. The howling continues. There's no way I can sleep like this. I can't sleep but that's just normal. I'm sleepy, so I'll pass. Pulling the sheets over me, I stretch out on the bed. I can just think of the howling as the sound of something mundane, like cars driving by on the street. Today's been a very long day. I'm mentally tired from eating dinner in this unfamiliar mansion and my conversations with Akiha and everyone else. After all that, the howling is just background noise. I close my eyes and gently fall asleep. I have a nostalgic dream. I have a nostalgic dream. The end of summer 8 years ago. After I was injured, was taken to that hospital where no one ever visited and met Sensei. Upon returning to the mansion, I heard from my old man that I would be taken in by a family I had never heard of. Everything happened so fast. Right after the day I left the hospital, I ended up going to the Arima household. There wasn't a single cloud in the blue sky that day. The start of autumn. I was led away from the Tono mansion. But a little before that girl had come to see me, sneaking past the eyes of the adults.
When you're about to leave, please come to the tree in the rear courtyard.
After being told that, I snuck out from under my old man's eye and out to the rear courtyard. The sky was blue. Below that deep blue sky that seemed to extend forever, she waited for me. As far as I knew. Okay, so this is Hisui then. Okay. This was the first time she had left the mansion to come outside.
Take this.
Saying that, she undid the ribbon that bound her hair and handed it to me. I guess it was her farewell gift to me. But as a child, I didn't even feel happy about it. After all, what kind of a 9-year-old boy would feel happy about receiving a ribbon? True, my boy.
That ribbon is my favorite, so give it back to me later, okay?
But those were the words that saved me.
Give it back, she said.
Come back, is what I heard from those words. Just that was good enough for me. Yeah, I mean, that's how I'd feel, to be honest. Like, I talked to you like twice. Why you giving me your ribbon? That last day, with no one to even see me off. For her, who I had never even spoken to say that to me, it made me happy. No, but what? This game contradicts itself sometimes, man. Like, earlier it literally said I had talked to her like a few times, or I didn't talk to her that often, or something like that, implying that he did talk to her. But here he's saying, "Oh, I never spoken to her." Like, no, that's not what you said. But I could not say I'll definitely return it. As clever as I was at the time, I realized I would never be able to return to this mansion ever again. Maybe. I don't know. Those were the only words we exchanged. Something about her icy eyes was very sorrowful. It was time, so I began walking towards the doorway. Wait, don't tell me. Are Hisui and Gohaku his sisters? And they were all brainwashed into believing that he wasn't their brother? So I began walking towards the doorway. I mean, hey, you never know. Maybe one parent was a redhead and one had black hair, and they just, only the sun got the black hair. You never know. The girl just stood there like a doll, watching me leave. A distant dream of what happened on one fine day. Under the cloudless blue sky. But if that were the case, it would get really weird when we get to, you know, day 11. When the piping happens. Day 2, Inversion Impulse 2. Oh, it's named the same as Akiha's route. Anyway, okay. Well, I'm gonna stop there. I wanted to go longer, but my throat is killing me, man. I, was, yeah. I won't get into it, but I strained my throat for over the last couple days, so not in a good state. I thought it'd be fine because it didn't feel bad, but like an hour in, I was like, "Oh boy, this could be bad." But yeah, that was. I mean, I went on a lot of tangents, like a lot of tangents. I think in the 2 hours and 18 minutes, only like an hour and a half of it was actually well, maybe like an hour and 40 minutes of it was actually progressing. The other like 38 minutes were just tangents, which it's fine. But yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna try and rest my throat so I can hopefully get a lot more done tomorrow. But we'll see. But yeah, so far though, it's weird because like a lot of the setup so far has felt more like setting up Kohaku than Hisui. Like, am I the only one that's like felt that way about this? Is that like it's giving Kohaku a lot of love, but then Hisui's like the same amount so far? Aside from that little bit at the end there, where kind of showed Hisui in the flashback, but see, okay, wait, hang on. Let me return to title. I actually had a thought about that. Come on, yeah, Mirror Moon, great work, guys, thank you. Option. Graphic mode. Hisui and Kohaku are bundled together, right? So I'm thinking maybe I was just thinking that maybe they were maybe a menage a trois happened. You know, I don't know. I don't know. Also, this CG that you get from staying in your room is really good setup for Hisui's route. I know you said to go to Kohaku's room, but like, just remembering this, like this would have been good setup for Hisui. Like seeing her, because you get a CG for her, so it's like, I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, thanks for chilling. Hisui's route's looking like it's gonna be Hisui and Kohaku's routes are looking like they're gonna be interesting. But knowing that they're potentially like not awful stories, but like the stories of their backgrounds are sad. Cause I'm not, I'm scared, man. I'm scared. But yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out, and yeah, I'll catch you later.